Hey there, Trisha with Upcycled Stuff. Today I'm going to show you how to make a pair of earrings that look something like this. And they're made from soda bottles, plastic soda bottles, and a couple of extra little beads. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make these. Let's get started with some materials. The first thing you're going to need to do is take a plastic soda bottle, wash it, and then cut out some circles, any size that you'd like. You'll need 6 of them for this project. You'll need something to color those with. I used a Sharpie, a black magic marker, and that works fine. But you can also use any of these alcohol inks. It leaves a different texture. It's not as solid. It's sort of a little more see-through, has a little bit more streaking. It's not, it's definitely a pretty look. It's just different. So you can definitely use these. And Sharpies also come in lots of different colors. So for the sake of ease today, I'm going to use Sharpies. You'll need a couple of plastic cups, 2 of them, and you'll need 2 lids. If you don't have the dome lid, you can use 2 of the flat lids, but you'll have to remove this very center portion here. Okay, you want it to be able to still snap onto the cup, but you need that the center open. And you'll see why in a minute. You'll need, if you've seen any of my tutorials, you've seen this before, something to punch a hole in your plastic. Thumbtack and some cardboard is just fine. You'll need some fishing string. I have mine attached to a pop tab just so I can find it easier. It's not necessary. So a length of fishing string. You'll need 3 jewelry making tools. You'll need a side cutter. You'll need a needle nose plier. And you'll need the chain plier, the round nose. You'll need 2 head pins. So there's 2 of those. You'll need 8 beads of your choice. They can be silver or colored, any shape that you'd like. And then you'll need 2 ear wires. You'll also need some diamond glaze. I think Mod Podge makes something similar, but I've never used it. But this is just to coat and make your plastic a little bit shinier. And yeah, diamond glaze. And last but not least, you'll need a blow dryer. So let's get started. You're going to take your Sharpie and your pieces of plastic and you're just going to color them. You're going to color the whole thing in from edge to edge. Now you'll notice when you're coloring this, when you go back over parts that are still wet, it gets some streaking on it. And even after it's dried, if you try to go back and fix it, it'll streak some more. Just a little hint if you want to make sure that you get it colored in and you want it nice and dark. And see how it's starting to streak. You can flip it over once it's dry and color the other side. And then it'll cover in and make a little bit more solid, the color. Okay, so you're going to do that on all 6 of your pieces. Once you have all 6 of those done, you're going to take your, you're going to take your blow dryer first. Not quite dry. This is going to get loud, so I'll explain it first. It's going to be real quick. You're going to heat this up just a little bit so that you can smooth out your edges a little. And actually, it doesn't really smooth them out. What it does, it gives it a nice little texture. It sort of bends it up. Here's one that's done. It just starts to give it a different shape so it doesn't look like a round piece of plastic, which is exactly what it is, but makes it a little bit more artsy. So what you're going to do is put your blow dryer on high, put it on your plastic around the edges, and as soon as it starts to curl up, you're going to stop, because otherwise it's just going to shrivel up and you won't be able to use it. So here we go. Whoops. So yeah, I usually use tweezers. I would suggest using tweezers. So here we go, keep a better hold on it. So you can see it sort of has some different shape to it. It's just not a piece of flat plastic. Okay, so you'll do that to all 6 of your pieces. And once that's done, you'll take your cardboard. I recommend taking the 3 pieces that you're gonna put on one earring and laying them on top of each other once they're all done and sticking the hole through, so that if it's not completely centered, at least it's they're centered with each other. Okay, so you've got a hole now. Okay, now again, you have 6 of these done already. You're not going to just do one at a time. You'll do all 6 of them. Take your fishing string and string your piece of plastic onto it. And then you're going to glaze it. So you'll have 6 of them on the string. And then take a cup with some diamond glaze in it. This has been sitting in here overnight, so it may not be, there we go, very movable. So you're just going to move this around until all of your pieces of plastic are coated, top and bottom. Okay, and then you're going to take another cup, with your dome lid or with the lid that you have cut out. Just give that a shake so you get that drip off of there. I wouldn't worry too much about big drips left on this because it's going to dry like, it'll give it a glass-like look, and you really can't tell with big blobs. You don't want anything too yucky, but. And then you'll put this over your fishing string. And then you have your 6 pieces inside there drying. Let it dry overnight, and then when you have your pieces, so here's my 3. You can start assembling your earring. Oh, your other lid, it's for your diamond glaze, just so you don't waste it. You can put a little piece of tape over that to keep it from drying out. All right. So these have just come off the string. They're nice and dry. I'm just going to poke my thumbtack back through just to clear out any diamond glaze, just so that it gets threaded nicely onto the head pins, which we're going to do next. Alright, so you're going to take your head pin and you're going to put on one of your little beads first, and then start alternating. So you put on your plastic, you'll put on another bead, another piece of plastic, another bead, another piece of plastic, and then you'll finish it with another bead. I don't know, I think they're kind of fun. They kind of remind me of those melted vinyl records that people are upcycling with now. Anyway, then you're going to take your needle nose plier and you're going to put it right at the top of that bead. This gets a little bit hard to work with because everything is circular and moving around. So just, I usually keep my finger right there at the head pin and hold on to that top piece of plastic, so you can keep everything kind of stable while you're working with it. So place your needle nose right at the top of that bead and give yourself just about a 90-degree angle. You're going to take your side cutter and you're going to cut just past the edge of your black plastic circle. And watch out for flying shards. Then you're going to take your round needle nose, your graduated needle nose. Alright, and start turning inward. So place your needle nose right on the end of your cut piece of wire and start turning inward to make a loop. Again, it's not going to cooperate all that well because of all the circular motion happening there. So if you take your needle nose, you can help push that right into place there. Make sure you straighten it out. Oops. And don't squeeze too hard, otherwise you'll ruin your loop. Alright. Then you're going to take your ear wire Pop that baby open. Slip that one in there. And then close it back up. And then there you have it. Now you'll notice that it looks like this is really close and like it's not going to fit on your ear, but remember your ear's up at the top, so this will hang very nicely just below your earlobe. Pretty cool, eh? Anyway, that's how you can upcycle some plastic soda bottles into jewelry. Lots of different colors and Sharpies and in alcohol inks. You can do lots of different shapes. You can really get crazy with the melting. I mean, you can really melt those up a little bit and give them a lot of shape of their own. Anyway, have fun with it.